If you know me, I love colors, so I'm loving this right now. But anyway, so today's video is basically going to be about foundation. So I'm basically going to be showing you how to choose the perfect foundation for yourself, or what you should know about foundation. Reason why I did this is because, well, when I'm at work or just talking to my friends or people in general, they're always like, how do I know what foundation to use? I want to wear foundation, but I don't know which one to get, or like, where do I start? So I just wanted to share these little tips as to, you know, what you should ask yourself before you get a foundation, and this should help you a little. So stay tuned. Okay, so when it comes to finding a foundation, you want to ask yourself 2 specific questions. It's 3, but one I'm not getting into. So you want to ask yourself, what coverage are you looking for, and what is your skin type? So when it talks about skin type, meaning, are you more oily, or are you more dry, or are you more combination normal? When it comes to what coverage are you looking for, meaning, do you want sheer, do you want medium, or do you want full coverage? That's what I mean by it. And the third that I'm not getting into is, what is your undertone? What I will get into is, there are different undertones. So there's warm, there's neutral, there's golden, there's olive, there's warm neutral. There's so much that goes into undertones. That's why I'm not even going to do it. But just putting that out there, that's that. Moving on. Okay, so what is your skin type? A lot of times people come in and they're like, I want to try the Fenty. And then I'm like, oh, why do you want to try that foundation? And they're like, oh, because my cousin had it, or my mother had it, or my sister had it. But then they'll try it and they don't like it because it's too drying for their skin. So you have to know your skin type. Like, which one is it? So the reason why that is a biggie is because, say for example, if you want to try, let's just say you wanted to try Fenty, right? And this is a soft matte longwear foundation. If I have super dry skin, I should not be trying a matte foundation, right? You can't, now let me just put this disclaimer out there. You can, if you prep your skin correctly, but if not, then I would stay away from matte foundations. And that is if you're super dry. If you have dry skin, I would lean more towards hydrating foundations. Anything that's more hydrating, more luminous. That is probably the route that you want to go. See it flaking and it is not sitting on your skin properly. That could be, it's too dry for you and it's just not for you, which is okay because there is a foundation out there for you. If you have oily skin, I would say you should go for something more mattifying. If you have dry skin, you will want to go with something that's more hydrating, something more luminous. If you have normal to combination skin, then you can choose between the two. You have more options. Somebody that has oily skin, there's a few foundations that I would suggest. So we have the Fenty. This is the soft matte longwear foundation. This is my like #1 foundation. This is the YSL All Hours. This is the All Hours foundation, and it is a flawless matte. And we have the Makeup Forever matte velvet skin. So what I like about these foundations is they're not super drying on the skin. If you have dry skin, you still want to try that Fenty. Look at that, she has a hydrating formula. So I would go for something like this. Also, the Born This Way from Too Faced. This is a beautiful foundation. Like I said, there's coconut water, hyaluronic acid, alpine rose, and all of their face products. So this is something that's great for dry skin. The Giorgio Armani-Luminous Silk. This is a luminous foundation. So this is something that is going to be a little more luminous, something more hydrating. So these are some examples of foundations that would be great for dry skin. So when it comes to coverages, if you want something more sheer, Sheer is going to be something that's very skin-like, super natural looking, almost just bare minimum. If you want something that's medium coverage is something that's super natural but has a little more coverage. And then there's full coverage, which is the beat face right there. So if you notice, when you're looking to buy a foundation, some of them will say medium to full, sheer to medium coverage, which means that, like, for example, let me show you this. Okay, so the Giorgio Armani-Luminous Silk, right? This is a sheer to medium coverage foundation. That means that if I want it to be sheer coverage, I apply it very lightly, I get sheer coverage. If I build up the coverage, if I add more, then I'll get medium coverage. So you have options. If I want full coverage, okay, for example, the Lancome. If I want medium coverage, I apply it lightly. If I want full coverage, I have to add more. So you can always adjust it. So now I'm going to be showing you what some of these coverages look like. So I'm going to start with a tinted moisturizer. So for somebody that does not want to wear too much makeup, they want something that's like almost nothing, I will go for a tinted moisturizer. So there's like the La Mercier, NARS has, Smashbox has, there's a few brands that have tinted moisturizers. But my personal favorite is the YSL All-in-One Glow. And the reason why I love this tinted moisturizer is because you have an option to build this up to medium coverage if you want. So this will go in the sheer to medium range. I like coverage, so this is my baby right here. I'm gonna apply it with sheer coverage first, and then I'll build it up to medium so you can see. I'm gonna do a side by side. So if you want sheer coverage, I would say you can use your hands. I hate using my hands to do makeup because I feel like it just makes it so messy. Some people love it, I don't. I can't. I'm gonna use a brush. So I'm just gonna put one pump, right? And so that is sheer coverage. So you see how it still looks like my skin, but I do have something on. I love this. This is so good. So now I'm going to make it full coverage. I'm going to make it medium coverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more. So I'm going to put one more pump and I'm going to build it up. And you can adjust it to your liking. That's why I love this tinted moisturizer, because it gives such a flawless finish. So that's medium. So now I'm going to show you medium to full coverage. And I did say the YSL is my #1. This is my like 1.5 favorite. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And when I tell you this foundation is bomb.com, it's like one of the best foundations I probably ever tried. Okay. So because this is a medium to full coverage foundation, I'm going to show you once again how you can get that medium but almost full coverage. And then I'm going to show you full coverage. So with this, I'm going to put one pump. Oh my God, I love this foundation so much. And it literally does what the name says. It is Airbrush Flawless, and that's exactly how you look. Flawless. And it doesn't go nowhere. It also says stays all day and night, and I could vouch for that. So, look how I don't even need. So you can see already the coverage on this. So if I do, that was one pump I put here. So I just did this little thing here, and you see how much that covers. So I could basically get full coverage with just one pump, right? So now I'm gonna add, so this is like the medium going to the full. Now I'm gonna do full. I'm gonna just add the rest. And if you notice, I'm pressing it on. So that is how you get more coverage. So you definitely see the difference between the two sides. I will say the undertone of this foundation is a little more olivey on me, but I know how to make it work, so yeah. So I have some dark spots, so you can still see those through my medium coverage because, like I said, it is more skin light. But over here, you can't see nothing. You can't see my skin through this, so. And if somebody wanted to, this is what I'm scared of with full coverage. I can add another pump to get full coverage. Matter of fact, I'll do it because I'm showing you guys, but on a daily, I would never do this. Well, let me not say never, but full coverage scares me. I don't like when makeup looks cakey. That is not me. I like when it looks natural. Full coverage looks beautiful on people, but I just never got into it like that. There's only certain occasions I would probably do full coverage for. Y'all see that? So thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, just a little overview. Whenever you're buying a foundation, always ask yourself, what's your skin type? What coverage are you looking for? And you can go a long way. So I'm going to be linking some of the products I spoke about in the description box if you want to check those out. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will be back with some other videos. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. But that is all. Goodbye.